What's up, y'all, and welcome to another edition of Broad Street Blitz Take, Leader Edition with your boy Cool Cat Connor and my guy Leader Johnson. What up, Leader?
What's going on, my guys? It's your host with the most, Leader Johnson, man. Listen, we are here with the Broad Street Mistake, Leader Edition with my guy, Cool Cat. Live us out here in Philadelphia Eagles Sports. Cool Cat, man. How you been doing, man?
Hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. Well, it's your show. What we talking about today?
Man, the snow. We're tired of the snow. I'm so glad this is melting. It's been crazy lately. The first thing I want to do, we want to break back into the flashback Eagles, man. I know I sent you a lot of information, man. Flashback. Look, man, my guys all about the birds, man. My guys right there, the Twitter, man, do a lot of good work, man. Listen, we're going to talk about the offensive line, and we want to bring it back with your flashback Eagles. First guy I want to talk about is Even Mathis. This guy was one of the best guards during that time, man. Even Mathis. Let's go to Even Mathis first. And my guy, John Runyon. Never missed a game. 75th anniversary team. We talking about the Eagles offensive line, man. We're going to bring with them two guys right there who were one of the best during their time for the offensive line. First thing I want to talk about before we get to that line is talk about, Lane Johnson is coming back, man. Lane Dixon is coming back, man. And that line is very important for Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley to proceed in this year, man. So, offensive line's big. We got that. Tyler Steen, we don't know. Is he going to be that guy at guard? What are we talking about right now?
Mekhi Becton it might be a free agent, so we might be able to get him.
So listen, this team is big on the offensive line. So Tyler Steen is a guy that could come back. We don't know. We could play tackle, could play guard. We don't know. And we also have Jordan Mailata. We know is still there. We still got guys in place. Nobody's really gone. A lot of injuries last year. It's not nobody really leaving. Mekhi Becton, people looking at that, these free agents could be a guy on that point, a guy could play guard tackle. We don't know. But there's not really nobody to go off of that. Lane Johnson, I'm just saying, nobody that has been lost from the offensive line at this position. Everybody just has to stay healthy. We were worried about, like we say, Landon Dickinson, and we're worried about Lane Johnson, but we know they're coming back. But we have wear and tear that we have to worry about. Who's going to last coming up? And one guy, I want to open it up before we go. Monroe Fielding. You know why? Because Cool Cat loves the Georgia guys.
Georgia Bulldogs.
And this is a big guy. I'm talking about a guy, top 20 type guy. Had a very good showing at the combine. 6'7". Monroe Fielding, cool with the guys. They've asked him about joining the Eagles. Of course, he's good with joining Eagle guys. This is a big guy to look at. I'm telling you, in that position from where the Eagles were drafted late in the first round, look for it. Because they're not drafting on need. Philadelphia's drafting on who's the best player available in every draft. They have that luxury. And Monroe Fielding is the guy. Cool Cat, bring up those
he's
guys.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy. I will tell you that much. He's a big guy.
Yes, big guy. It's like go to that list of guys I had that were tackles there. Listen, there are a lot of tackles there. Philadelphia. Listen, these are guys they could be after. Caleb Lomu is another guy, 6'7" guy at tackle. Where's that list? That Cool Cat. That nice list I had. You had him. You had so many good guys on that list right there. Not that list there. We know John Runyon for sure. Shout out Bella Runyon, who used to play for Villanova. Yo, John Runyon's daughter. You know what I mean? So whatever with that list, that man, that list with all the guard, all the prospects, the Eagle prospects, all the Eagle prospects that could possibly be the 2026 NFL draft.
Right.
Yeah. That list right there.
Yeah, I believe it, man. I believe it. Like this guy is a big dude, man, and he will work well with this offensive line, man, to protect Jalen and Saquon, man. I believe it. So I'm with you.
No question. What's that? What's the list? That list I told you. I sent you that list with all the other tackle prospects, tackle guard, interior line prospects.
Hey, this ain't it. Or hold on, let me see if I can.
No.
Let me find it.
The list. I sent you a nice good list. I know I always send a lot of lists, man. We got to get it popping. I know I be on so much stuff, man, but it's definitely a tackle guard prospects 2026 NFL draft. I'm always running across new leader Johnson. I mean, it's been so much going on during the combine. Sonny Styles did a great job as a linebacker. We're not going to go after Sonny Styles. Everybody, I know he had a great 4.26, 4.36. No, we're not going to have another linebacker. With this segment, we're all going to focus on the offensive lineman.
Yeah, I got it. Hold on, I got it. I just found it. Yep.
A lot of people looking at that. Don't Jeremiah Love? No. Don't worry about no running backs. Too much that they got going with Tank and Saquon. Boom, right there. No, we got Max right there from Arizona State, 6'6", another guy that people are talking about. Max, if I say that name wrong, I don't want to get it wrong, but this guy's definitely another good guy. Chase Bonsantis, listen, Bonsantis, we're going to say that right. The best interior lineman I like in that draft right there. Chase, think about that. To me, that's the biggest question to me. Tyler Steen, we don't know. And I know he's talented, but I'm telling you, Chase is a guy I'm really big on. Gunners Dunker, another guy that's interior lineman. Jake Slaughter. No, we're not going after nobody in the center position, but Slaughter could move over to a guard. Pat Corrigan, another list. Where's another list we had right here? Boom. Big time list right there. No, another list. You see, Ola is another guy like Ione out of Penn State. Ione out of Penn State. Let me tell you, he's the best interior person. If he slips, because he might be up there top 15. Another Penn State guy like Saquon, Tariq Castro Fields also won the Super Bowl with the Eagles during that time, still with the team. Listen, that's another good. If we get that's the biggest guy right there. I feel like if he slips, get him. That is the guy. Because he's a top 10 type of guy. But he's looking at it like a guy that could fall during their time to the Eagles. And the Eagles also is a team that could trade up.
Right.
You might have to trade up for Monroe. You might have to, the way he's doing, the way he's did now off the combine, you might have to trade up for Monroe. Don't think how we won't. And we talking about just a 20.
Right.
Maybe 17. Like they don't, Howie's not scared. Howie's not scared, man.
Right.
So we know he'll make that move, make that role. Another big guys we're looking at, man. Another list there, cool cat I have for you, man. There's another list in there.
You sure? Because these are the only two lists you sent me.
Those my only dang on list. Okay, let's go with the prospect. The prospects I have shown. Let's go with the first one. The single prospects I've shown. Let's go with the first one. And I'll go out from there because Caden Proctor is a guy. Caden Proctor is definitely a guy.
Let me see which one you're talking about. Hold on. Let me pull them up.
Yep. A lot of great prospects. I got the single prospect shot. Boom. Big Caden. Big Caden, man, listen. That's the guy right there. If he can fall right in the lap. That's the second guy I like besides Ione out of Penn State. And Monroe's the next guy. Ione, big guy, big hands, can move, dominant. Manhandles, guy. We need that guard. That'll be a perfect fit at guard, interior lineman. I just feel like we still got Malata and Johnson. I know Proctor is a guy that could be your future tackle with Johnson probably going. They have to start thinking about that. I know Lane Johnson is like Superman, but they better start thinking about tackle. They better start thinking about that next person next to Malata. And just that garbage. I know we have now we have a new guy in Chris Cooper. We just got to be real. We just brought along Gerard Johnson.
Yeah.
He will be with the coaching staff also. He's a guy that it was a former quarterback. That's why I like that about that. That's what I like. If you're a former position player, I give you more of a upper hand because you played the position. Sean Mannion played the position. Chris Cooper played the position. So we just got to I really give that a lot of up on that because these guys have played and have the wear and tear and know about it. And I just think this offensive line is not that far back. Stay healthy. It's so much to be worried about with Landon Dickerson and Lane Johnson and the injuries, and we're hearing about it. Guys considering retirement.
Right.
Also, guys that we drafted last year, wait, hold on now. that Stoutland brought in, Cameron Williams,
Right.
Miles Hinton. These guys are good. Pete Kendall. Wait. I'm not going away from those guys. We just got to go more into and think about the future.
Right.
Think about these guys and what can they do for us. Because Cameron Williams, let me tell you about that one. Cameron Williams, man, let me tell you something. This guy could have been a first-round pick if he stayed one more year. And I'm serious about this. This guy, big-time guy, big-time talent. I'm looking at that. Miles Hinton, his father played, Chris. I mean, he was a big time in Michigan. Listen, this was a good draft they had last year for offensive linemen.
Yeah.
We got to look, it's a underrated thing, but I'm just saying this. The future is where we need to start thinking about. Real talk. Lane Johnson's not gonna be here forever, man.
Yeah.
We don't want to get stuck in that tirade when boom, Jason Peters. Remember that?
Yeah.
I remember Jason Peters getting hurt. And he's the best offensive lineman. Let me tell you something. It's a lot of good offensive linemen, but PJP is still the best I've ever seen.
Yes, he is.
Man. But he was going through a lot of injuries. And remember who took Vitae, Stoutland. Man, Stoutland had Vitae take over during that Super Bowl win run. So we don't want to get stuck like that, man. And let's just go on this one. So I think in this draft, if you talk about who I'm talking about, I'm thinking about Cool Cat, and I'm thinking about offensive line position. Cool Cat loves the Georgia Bulldogs. There's one there. Monroe Fielding is there, and they love this guy. They like him. That could be a guy. Another guy of talking about Cool Cat. We talk about Georgia. CJ Allen is. Listen, if we talk about edge rushers,
right?
If we just thinking about if they get to a position a little later in the round, I don't think they would take him in the first round. But in the second round, they love depth.
Yep. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Allen is there, man. And they're looking at what Samal Mon did, Jr. They dropped him out the linebacker, if I'm saying that name right. Y'all definitely know who that is. A guy that's linebacker who made it out of Georgia when Cool Cat was talking. Georgia. I just want Georgia. He said, I just want Georgia.
Think about this. We got Nolan Smith. We got to sign him. We got Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean. Got to sign Nakobe. We got Jalen Carter. Yeah. Think about the Georgia Bulldogs that we got from Georgia.
They help us win.
And look at them now. Like we're trying to sign all of them. We're trying to sign Nakobe Dean and Nolan Smith and Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. But think about that. Think about the impact that Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean had on this field. Y'all better think and use your brain of why I keep saying Georgia.
Georgia, no doubt. The resume is there. If everybody we drafted got a ring with a contributor. Nolan Smith got those playoffs. Man, crazy. Jordan Davis, really, his spark started in the playoffs. Before he lost his weight, his spark started in that Super Bowl playoffs. Looking at those guys, I mean, Nakobe Dean is a leader, man. I mean, when he came back last year, look at what Nakobe did, man. And I know, listen, the business is there because we don't know how the salary is going to fill out, what's going to happen. But let me tell you something. Nakobe deserves the contract. Nakobe went through injuries. Nakobe came through last year around that time. We know Jahad looks great. Jahad's going to be a stud. He's a stud now. Okay, he's just starting. But right now, do we want to rush Jahad? But the thing is, do we have a choice? That contract, you know Jalen's going to get $40 million. $40 million ticket is on there for Jalen. It's already certified. $40 million is going to come. Then we're looking at Jordan Davis estimated contract, 4 years, $80 million around that range, $20 million a year. So he's going to be a guy to get that. And another guy that they're talking about signing, they want to sign is Jalen Phillips. That is going out. Jalen Phillips is the guy they want to sign, 3 years, $50 million. We're looking at that as the biggest ticket. So the Eagles, those are three guys. Listen, Carter, these are priorities. Jalen Phillips, Jalen Carter,
Jordan Davis.
And Jordan Davis. Those are three. And
that basically means, leader, that if those three are the priority, I don't know about Nolan Smith. He'll probably stay. But what about Nakobe Dean? If he leaves, who knows? He might be going to the team in Texas.
Yeah, I go. I wanted to. That's a great thing to bring up there because Nakobe Dean is I was just about to say Nakobe Dean is man. He could be the guy we lose. And Reed Blankenship is already a guy we like, okay. I said this last year. I was like, cool, cat. He'll be a guy leaving next year because we got Makuba, and they'll easily sign somebody or draft somebody. Neil, the guy at Toledo, safety prospect out Toledo. The Eagles like him. He's talked about he's also talked about Quinyon Mitchell, the good friends. Just look at that one. It's another safety prospect out of Texas. My bad. I come back next week. We'll be on that. He's a big time friend of Quinyon Mitchell. Big time friend. So they're looking at safety is another. Listen, we're talking about in this draft. Offensive lineman could be tackle, could be guard. Safety. Yeah. We talk about plug-in position. If you can get an interior lineman plug in right now, I don't think Steen has that locked up, especially with Stoutland gone. Because Stoutland was so big on him, even compared to Brandon Brooks. The big time, that's not a locked up position. It's not a locked up position, but safety is another one. Reed, listen, we talking about contract. No, we're not talking about how Reed plays. Everybody goes to the thing, oh, he played. No, we talking about contract. Who is the liability right now? And right now, Reed and the Kobe are two guys. You got Jihad, and you can easily go sign or draft the safety. They're thinking about that position. I just feel like in this draft, Philadelphia is not looking at need.
Right.
Has money, they're looking to have over $20 million on the cap, especially with the cap going up. So I'm just saying right now, they're not looking at nothing at the position to fill of need. When we're looking at this draft, y'all, don't look at the Eagles are going ahead. Man, they need to sign and say they don't need to sign anyone. They can easily go sign a safety.
Shout out to everybody, by the way. Sorry to interrupt. Shout out to Chad. Shout out to School State of Mind. Shout out to everybody. We normally be on Thursday, but seeing as things is switching up to now, we're switching to Mondays for not for the foreseeable future. It's just until we can get our schedule right. So
yeah, we dip in a lot of things we do. We dip in and out, and we're definitely gonna let y'all know the schedules. Oh my goodness, the AJ. Listen, shout out State of Mind. Listen, let's talk.
Well, go ahead. Because everybody and their mama is talking about AJ Brown, man. And what I've been like, this is what I've been hearing on social media. Have people want him gone, have people want him to stay. I'm at a wait and see kind of thing. Like if AJ Brown isn't traded by the time we get the free agency or the draft, then he's here. If he's get traded, it is what it is. What am I going to do? But I want to hear from you, leader. What's your thoughts on the AJ Brown?
Man, this is you know why this is so fresh? Because it's fresh today. The news is fresh. Like, and remember, we talk about a lot of things, right? AJ Brown, the ifs and ands, right? You say, okay. My thing was with him last year, if you're a diva, listen, you need to calm down a little bit. But I love AJ. He's a brother. He's a brother of the Eagle. He's one of the best receivers. But if you don't want to be here, but AJ came out and said he's cool. You heard everything from him. You heard everything from Howie saying, look, we don't want to trade great players. No, he keep on shutting it down too. Listen, we're not. Yeah, he's excited about AJ, about Sean Mannion. He's excited about Sean Mannion. There we go. Listen, AJ has not said he does not want to be an Eagle. Him and Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts said we are in a great place. That's what Jalen said about AJ. And Howie keeps shooting it down. But Howie, but the thing of this is what's going on. This has popped up. Do y'all know Howie listens to everything that comes to his phone?
Yes, he does.
And if you tell him something, he's also going to be
this. If you want AJ Brown, it gotta be something he can't refuse.
That's what
it gotta be something he gotta refuse. It gotta be either a first round pick, because a second round pick is it gotta be something he can't refuse.
He's not even moving. He's not even moving. He's not even looking. He's not even blinking for a second round. He's already put up. This is what the thing with Zach say there. Howie's saying he wants to throw up the
exactly.
He wants you to throw up.
AJ is a top wide receiver with a Super Bowl ring. People need to come exactly. Like I want AJ Brown here. Let me be very clear. I don't want to get rid of AJ Brown. Right. I want to think about it. Look, because again, and I'm gonna say this. Let's say you do get rid of AJ Brown? These are my questions. Number one, for who? Like, who's in the draft that's great enough to get a wide in the draft or in free agency? Like, who is out there? Number two, that's a $40 million cap hit, ladies and gentlemen. That's a $40 million cap hit. And number three, and it's real simple for all these media people and local people. Are you going to pick us to win the division? Are you going to pick us to win the conference? Are you going to pick us to win? Even if A.J. Brown is gone and we got Devontae Smith, a rookie wide receiver, maybe Dallas Goedert because we signed him, the best offensive line, Saquon Barkley and Jalen freaking Hurts. Because trust me, if you go on all these shows, it feels like we ain't got a chance in hell next season. So you still going to pick us? So that's why I say A.J. Brown going to stay. Who's out there to replace him? It's going to cost a dead cap hit. And even if A.J. Brown was here, you ain't going to pick us. So, like, what's the point?
That's why that comes up. That's why that always comes up. That the smartest time for them to trade him would be right now because of this. And with the listen, this is the bottom line of this whole subject. Howie is a businessman. He's not going to do nothing that's going to hurt the team. That's the first thing. You're not going to rush him. And if he's going to give up something, he's looking for superstar type trade.
Yes.
You're not going to get second. Everybody dead day. If you hear second round anywhere, he's not. He's already. It's first. You know what's came out? Not from his mouth, but from that always somehow there's a third party.
Yeah.
There's a conversation and there's a third party.
Right.
Second round, he's not. He wants to farm for AJ Brown.
If you want AJ, you need a first round pick.
First off, it got to be a first round, and then he wants to farm.
Yes.
And a lot of people are turning their heads. They're turning away from from AJ Brown. You're just hearing about.
Of course, because according to some of these people that I saw on social media, he's asking too much. Of course he is.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah.
Of course he's asking too much. You're asking for AJ Brown. For crying out loud.
It's crazy. It's like, and then some people are trying to get him for a deal. They're trying to fleece Howie, the fleece master. You're trying to. They're saying second round. Some people are saying that this is what's going on. They're saying that they don't think about a first round. They think he's more of a second round guy. You're not gonna take AJ Brown from Howie like he did Tennessee. You're not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. So listen, he keeps hearing people ask about it.
Yeah, he basically goes on social media. If you go on social media, almost everybody and their mama talking about AJ Brown. But Howie Roseman literally came out here and said, we ain't getting rid of AJ. Nick Sirianni literally came out here and said, we ain't getting rid of AJ. AJ Brown literally said he's excited about Sean Mannion and Philadelphia is his home. We're in a Super Bowl window right now, and you want to get rid of AJ Brown for a couple cupcakes? Because you know they're going to double team Devontae Smith, and then you're going to trust a rookie? Y'all forgot we had JJ Arcega-Whiteside, Jalen Reagor, Greg Ward.
Oh God.
In 2021 we had a rookie Devontae Smith and almost out the door Zach Ertz.
Yeah, Riley Cooper too.
Riley Cooper.
It's crazy. I just want to let me say something about AJ Brown, who y'all talking about getting rid of. This man just had the highest pay. Before Justin Jefferson got it, he was the highest paid receiver. They gave him that contract. This man he broke a record for the Eagles. Hasn't really, if you look at the history, there hasn't been a receiver as successful as AJ Brown in a 5-year span and a 3-year span that he's been. Look, we had Terrell Owens, right? Do we remember McNabb playing with Torrance Small, Charles Johnson, James Thrash, and Todd Pinkerton? Do we remember these times when we had to throw to Chad Lewis? We had to throw to the tight end. We had to throw to the tight end as the main guy at one time. Zach Ertz was our guy. Shout out to Zach Ertz.
It was before he was traded to I don't know what to Arizona. Remember in 2021 we had Devontae Smith, a rookie. We had Zach Ertz. We had JJ. We had Greg Ward. We have Jalen Reagor.
Y'all, I just want y'all to listen to them names. Listen to the process. So for one, Howie has learned from his time when Chip Kelly had to take over. He's not going to dog a job. Like, he's not going to be stupid. Never with the salary cap or with the roster. And he's been great. In the draft, he got better. You remember when we were crushing the draft?
Yep.
These drafts these last 5 years have been impeccable. We're talking about building a dynasty type. So he's not going to mess up he's playing chess. He's not playing checkers. It's not going to happen like that. So then you're talking about AJ Brown. Do you know the double teams they have to put on this man?
Thank you.
Do you y'all don't even understand because y'all don't see it because of the okay, we know we had Patullo. We know we had, but even with Patullo as the guy, do you see what he did? He still was able to get 1,000. He still was able to get 1,000 because I'm telling you, let me tell you.
If AJ Brown is gone, they're gonna have to double team Smitty. Let's see what your potential rookie can do.
Okay. We was watching this, bro. We was watching the games. I was watching them too, right? Looking at how they did the offense. If you're an Eagle fan, right, it wasn't as bad as Brian. This was horrible play calling. And they were still able to be 11-6. We're talking about, and they talk about, do you know what Jalen, can anybody give credit to what Jalen Hurts has had to do?
Play calling? I ain't gonna give Jalen freaking Hurts no credit. We gotta stop that.
I don't know. We talk about football. Can we talk about football? Jalen Hurts has had to work with different coordinators. Now you have Patullo, a guy that was never a play caller. He gets in there. He had to work with Brian Johnson. He was never a play caller. He gets in there. But he was his quarterback coach, right? Then you had to work with the assistant offensive coordinator. And I gave credit thinking next to Kellen Clemens, nothing will change. You see what that happened, right? You see what happened? Yeah. Each game, it was something. Jalen Hurts, y'all won't give him the credit of having to win with not having his best vision available. What I mean by vision is your offensive coordinator gives you plays, and you have to get comfortable. He was never comfortable. He had to throw for 100 yards and still gave y'all 11 wins. He still would win games when he had to look at the playbook and say, what is this? What is this? Okay, I'm going to do the best I can. What quarterback? Okay, y'all talking about if somebody had Jalen Hurts' weapons, how they would be doing. What if they had his hand? What if they had his offensive coordinator different? We're not talking about just 1 year. Jalen Hurts had worked with 8 different offensive play callers since college. We're talking about, so where would they be in college and in the pros if they had to work with his hand?
Yeah.
Because Joe Burrow's never made the playoffs. I'm just saying, but anyway, I'm sorry they had to go back because we talking about AJ Brown.
Yeah.
They're best friends. And Jalen Hurts also had to work through that. All the stuff that AJ Brown was saying.
By the way, Jalen Hurts is the godfather of AJ Brown's daughter, but they don't want to talk about that.
Whoa. When the controversy was going on 2 years ago, before we won the Super Bowl, that he was his godfather. He's been his godfather. Y'all talking about they're not friends. What? When did he say they always have every time the turmoil goes on, right? They come back.
Let me find you that photo. I'm glad we're talking about this because y'all think I'm crazy when I say stuff like hold on for a minute. Let me find it.
He's just got like
that. Because y'all think I'm crazy when I say
it's unbelievable. AJ Brown, and the reason why Nick Sirianni came out, and they was like, everybody went crazy because he said, y'all, they're not friends. That is not happening. They never answer it no other way. And y'all try to make it something, especially when Brandon Graham said what he said. Brandon Graham was speaking on his perspective. They never said this out their mouth. He spoke on perspective and things he saw. And then he came back and clarified it, didn't he? Looking at the offense, the reason why I'm saying Nick Sirianni has said he doesn't know if AJ Brown, I have to answer this, will be a part of the team. He did say that, but the only reason Nick Sirianni is saying that, and this is real, this is something to look at now, is because he doesn't know the situation and how he has to make that deal.
Yep.
Nick Sirianni doesn't. Do y'all know what the general manager is? Did y'all hear when Vic Fangio
Tell him, explain it to him, leader. I guess they don't know. Explain it to him.
The Nick Sirianni, listen, how the general manager makes the trades. He makes the free agent acquisitions. Now the coach chimes in. He might come to him. He can't come to him and say, "I want this guy," but he doesn't go to the guy and makes the paper. He doesn't do that. So Howie is the guy who does that. When people say general manager, that's the guy that is going to go get the free agents. When Chip Kelly had all that power, he went and got the free agents. He the one who did the draft and he made the major moves. That's why general manager is so important. That's why Daryl Morey of the Sixers is so important. That's why Sam Hinkie was so. They the guys who come and go get the guys. They make all the strategies. That's why Vic Fangio, when they had Dory Jackson and he came in, Vic Fangio said, "Well, you know, I didn't. This is the guy they went and signed. We're going to see how he goes." Does anybody remember this? He did not have no insight on Dory Jackson. He just would say, "Hey, man, we're going to see how he goes." He wasn't the guy. They go sign the guys. We fit them in. That's what happened. So for anybody that thinks that Nick Sirianni has a clear cut go, who went and got Saquon Barkley? That wasn't Nick Sirianni. Does anybody remember this?
It was all
who did he hug during the Super Bowl? Who did Saquon hug?
Howie.
Thank you for bringing me. Thank you, man. Oh, dude, Howie, man. Yo, we believe in you. This is what happens. Who made the trade for
Saquon hugged Nick Sirianni, Howie Roseman, and Jeffrey Lurie.
Did anybody see the hug between him and Howie and what he said?
What?
And then we talking about AJ. Who made the trade for AJ? That wasn't Nick. He couldn't have
made Howie. That was Howie.
Nick is inside. You know, Nick is doing. There are interviews going on. He's looking at combines. But this is what you get assistant coaches for. Same thing with college football and basketball. The head coach is not the recruiter. It's the assistant coach. That's the recruiters. So I'm just going to tell y'all can't blame Nick for any. I hope y'all really know the jobs of guys and things that come along. The same thing with the listen. Now that the coaching, the coaches, that's a little different. Brian Johnson being promoted, Nick had a lot to do with that. So much to do with that. And then how we agreed with it. Same thing with Patullo, how we agreed with it. Because it's always Nick, it's always the coaching staff's job. When the coach comes over, it's always if he wants to keep coaches or let go coaches. And that's always his thing. That's Nick's thing. Whoever comes over as a coach, that's Nick's thing. Now that's the one y'all can go. Nick is the one who brought over Chris Cooper. He's the one who brought over Sean Mannion. He agreed on that. He also agreed to let go of Patullo. So he doesn't sit there and just say, "You're my best friend. You're going to stay here." Guess what he said? He let him go. So Nick is a guy who learns. Give him that credit too. He listens, man. He could have kept Brian Johnson. He didn't keep Brian Johnson. It wasn't working out. He could have kept Sean Desai. Oh my God, I think that's the most awful coach we ever had. That was awful. That defense was awful in 2023. That was awful.
Yes, it was.
I mean, so I just feel like Vic Fangio. Yo, listen. If anything you learn, the Vic Fangio thing too about him, who knows? He might be gone in a couple of years. And man, it's old now. Come on, wait. Let's be. You want that? What happened to? You got Howard Mudd died with us, man. We don't want guys to just roll out like that, man. Jim Johnson.
Yep.
So people are going to make moves and make decisions. But the main thing I want to say here, before we roll out, man. I also want to give a shout out. Breaking Broad Street Breaking. I just want to give a shout out to NAACP Image Awards. Big awards that happens every year. Deion Cole, man, listen. Y'all go back and look at it. Deion Cole did a heck of a thing. Talk about ICE, talk about Trump, talking about Nicki Minaj, talk about a lot of he did a good job, man. Good standing power. Sinners is getting crazy. 13 nominations. Shout out to them, Michael B. Jordan. Just a good movie, man. NAACP, listen, we need to what all I want to say about that is that Jesse Jackson, also R.I.P. Jesse Jackson, who passed away. Also they showed the big honor to him, Samuel Jackson. Okay, big honor to him. I just want to say about that, man. Black is power, man. Doing their thing. It's always good to see that. BT, NAACP, everybody doing thing. And people is power. Good people is power. And it's one thing in NAACP they show is unity. And that was good to see there. Deion Cole, like I said, Deion Cole was big. No problem. Jonesy, what's going on, man? What's going on? What I got us doing next year? Ooh, that's a good one. Cool cat. That's a good listen.
Yeah, go ahead, talk to us, man.
Starting right now, listen, and that's a good. All right, Jonesy. That was a good, very good one because starting right, we are Super Bowl crafted, and we want predictions now. So starting right now, I'm gonna give you this. I trust the Eagles organization, all the signings they've done, and I trust it's going to be. Listen, are our worst times? We still make the playoffs. We still get 11 wins. What do I think we're going to do next year? What I'm gonna give you, first time since we had the Blitz tape, I don't know right now.
Right.
No,
Same.
right now, I'm just gonna give you. I know
for me, I got you, Leah. Before you cook, before we wrap up. For me, the thing that I'm gonna say is we're going to the playoffs. That's the one thing I can't say. You can't say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I put my hands up. Hey, what?
Yeah, that's step one. We can't really say suit to Yushi. Yes, we can't really say anything after that. The only thing I can say is we're going to the playoffs. We're going to win the division. Outside of that, we'll see when we get there. I'm going to crawl before I walk. Is this team Super Bowl material? I don't know yet. We didn't do free agency is next week. Free agency is basically right now because there's some people that's being traded and signed already on different teams, but free agency is next week. The draft is next month. The schedule gets released the following week. Training camp is mandatory mini camp is June. Training camp is July. We don't know nothing about this team yet.
Gotta get used to the coaches. They gotta. That's the chemistry. There's a lot of new coaches this time. I mean, just one coordinator. And I mean, Stoutland's gone. Like this is. We got to see, but I'm just giving you the ups and ups. So for real, I just can't give y'all a clear cut because I'm so clear cut every time. Last couple of years, we've been clear cut from training camp. Like, look, but man, you can't even be naive.
You can't really do it now because, like I said, you can say playoffs and you can say the NFC East. Anything after that, you really can't say because you don't know who you're going to sign. You don't know your free agents. You don't know your draft. You don't even know who we know who we're going to play. Who our opponents are. We just don't know which opponent we're going to face week one.
Right.
Like, you see what I'm saying? A lot of things got to happen between now and September, whenever.
Totally agree. I just totally because right now, listen, the coaches, they sound good, man. They got some good names, man. And then it's some guys that got to prove themselves. Mannion still got to prove himself. He got to get used to Hurts. He has to get used to Barkley. I know it's been a good endorsement for Barkley. I know A.J. Brown said I like new change. I know Hurts. Hurts going to give that's the ultimate okay of the offense. So then you got to see what Cooper's going to do.
Yeah.
You got to see what we're going to do about Phillips. You got to see if we're going to get. What's going to happen with the contract. The Kobe Dean is a big question. We can't predict stuff until we don't know the complete team yet. And you know what I mean? After the draft, and then even then, now because of the coaches, we got to wait to training camp because it's going to be more signings. We got to wait till training camp starts. It's going to be more signings, more people. We got to wait. But for sure, what they're built of, the type of team they've been over the years, what they've shown us over 8 years.
Right.
They make the playoffs.
Yep. That's the thing we can say. So
Yes.
Yeah, with that, y'all, next week, next Monday, we're kicking off the Ball Street Blitz Take Leader Edition next Monday. Same time, same channel.
Yep.
We'll be kicking off free agency week.
Yep.
We'll give our reaction, we'll give our details, we'll give everything next week. Then we'll go right back to Cool Cat Mitch and Birds of Broad Street. So with that being said, Leader, what we got next week?
I'm breaking in the secondary. Next we can talk about the secondary guys they've targeted. I mean, I know people want to know about the safeties. I forgot to say another cornerback is another position they could go for. Their other side next to Quinyon, Avion Terrell's a guy they've been talking about. We're going to come back and talk more about that, more about who they could maybe even go at because I was some free agents. I mean, listen. Philadelphia has money. The cap is going up at least $10 million. and they're going to have extra money, and they're going to do some more releasing. We're going to talk about. I also want to know, coming back, I want to talk about this. What do y'all think about certain people leaving? N'Kobe Dean, possibly AJ Brown, Steve Blankenship. Those are three. What do you think? Another thing, I just want to say, I just want everybody to focus on this. What do you think of the offensive lineman position? Like, do you think you want Mekhi Becton? We're going to talk about those. Like I really want to talk about what do you think plainly about guys that they're talking about leaving. Who do you want back? We're going to talk about those, man. Jalen Phillips is a guy that they want him. And I think that's another thing. It's a Fangio thing. Not saying that other Eagles don't like him, but Fangio wanted him immediately. And Bradley Chubb is also on free agency. There's our guys out. Max Crosby. He's still coming up. Yeah. Eagle News. Have you heard about this cool guy? Max Crosby is still coming up. And Eagle News is a guy that could possibly I don't know if listen, AJ. I've said a lot of things about AJ. I don't want to lose him, but if we go, you better go get a Myles Garrett. Yeah, Max Crosby, and the first round pick better be included. We are losing. We won the Super Bowl and went to another one with this guy. Yeah, you cannot sit here and lose that for nothing. Nope. Like New York did Saquon, isn't it? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, man. So, listen, man, love y'all to death, man. So glad. Don't think we need Becton. Tyler Steen played good last year at right guard position. Okay, Big Zay. Shout out to Big Zay before we roll out. That's a good. Okay, I got you there. That's one there. He said Tyler Steen played good at the position. Let him evolve. Yeah. What else y'all think? He don't want Becton. We had Becton. So what do y'all think? We're gonna go in the next year, man. But listen, man, this has been great to be back, man. Good to let's get this football going. We know we're gonna be back with this football, man. It comes back quick. So, man, we're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about the free agency kicking up because Philly's gonna be involved. I guarantee you, we know Howie. So gonna be big, man. Shining out, man. Love y'all to death, man. Blow Street Blitz Take. We out, man.
We out here. See y'all next Monday for the kickoff. Peace.